523. Welcome to week two. I'm so excited for this class. The discussion board questions for week one were phenomenal. I hope to have the grades updated in the next day or two for those, and know that it was just really good discussion and back and forth. But there were a couple things in there that made me change a little bit about this week as far as the quote. Normally it's a book or a movie, but this time it's a quote coming from Stephen Covey, which I don't read a lot of his stuff, but I like his circle of control versus circle of concern. So let me read the two quotes. I am not a product of my circumstances. I'm a product of my decisions. And then that also flows into the idea of the serenity prayer, which is a lot in the anonymous, the AA, the Addicts Anonymous and things of that nature. But God, grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change, the courage to change the things I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So I just wanted to start the week a little bit with that, because in the discussion post, and I've had this conversation with staff at a few different schools over the last 2 weeks, he has the idea of circle of control versus circle of concern. And if we worry about the things out of our control, it breeds frustration. And actually, we're not productive. Versus if we really just focus on those things we can control, that circle actually gets bigger and we're more effective. And so I want to challenge, not to say there was anything wrong with any of the posts. The discussion board was great, but there was a lot of talking about things that you can't control, whether it be another teacher, a parent, an administrator, the district, that sort of thing. If you can't control it, but yet you're spending mental energy being concerned about it, it's going to breed frustration, and it actually reduces your productivity. And it really fits really well with our this week's topic on design thinking, about problems and symptoms, where you're addressing the root cause versus just putting a band-aid on a symptom. So I just wanted to throw that out there. If you don't know much about it, Google it, circle of control, circle of concern. It's great. It's a mantra I live by. And usually when there's something going on at a site or even in a classroom, that really can help, and it fits in well with all the content for this week. So jumping into this week, our content, there's one article, if you click over to Design Thinking, and when you go through, it's not super long, as I'm just doing a quick scroll just so you can see the length of it. It's really good, and it really does kind of talk to design thinking in general. It's really a big missing piece. And so it's a good article, and don't forget to put some notes on the Padlet. Side note on the Padlet, there are 2 classes of 523. It includes students from both classes, which is really great to be able to kind of interact with some people from both classes. So that is the article, Design Thinking is a Challenge to Teach, and that's a good thing. And be sure to add to the Padlet. Our discussion post for week 2, once again, based off of the video, so you can see that video is a little over 4.5 minutes. Don Norman is the designer of the door. This is a little more deep dive on him. And what I really like about this, it does go to, like I mentioned in the beginning, it goes to not just defining a symptom and trying to fix a symptom of a challenge or a problem, but really getting to the root cause. And that really speaks right to design thinking. So keep it up on the discussion board, because week 1 discussion board was amazing. It was really robust. And then we have our first assignment due this week. So I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it. Once again, each assignment will have its own video that you can watch. And this one's about almost 6 minutes long. So it goes into much more in-depth into that article. Just know that within each assignment, there typically is going to be a lot of links that give you more information about what you're trying to do. And this one is all about making an empathy map. It's got a copy. Remember, when you turn in an assignment, it has to be turned in as a PDF. In Google Docs, it's as simple as going to File, Download as PDF. And so here is your rubric. Once again, not going over it here. Go ahead and watch that assignment 1 video. That will give you all the details you need for that. So that is week 2. Coming up to week 3, you are going to have another assignment, problem statement definition. There's no discussion questions, and once again, there's only one article. Usually there's going to be another video and some more content within discussion board question, but you don't have one next week. So know that next week really is to focus on the content in the article and your problem statement definition. As always, if you need anything, please let me know and please reach out to me. Have a great week.